some people, when they're like, well, no, Ciana, I don't really, care to offer anything, and that's fine. But there's some people that are like, I would offer something, but I just don't know what to offer. Like, who would buy something from me? Or I don't want to feel too salesy, or I don't want to feel too scammy, or I don't want to, you know, I don't want to sell something every day. Well, think about it. Starbucks is selling something every day. Whole Foods is selling something every day. The gas station is selling something. Like, they're never going to be like, oh, sorry, we've been selling too much. They're ready to make money. So it's like, why not integrate it? It's like, why not be on social media and have something to offer? Like, it's to the point where, because AI is taking over, they're taking over any kind of job where you have to you do step-by-step processes, or customer service, or you do some kind of like coding. I mean, AI, essentially what they're saying is, and this is an eye-opener for me, because I'm like, okay, I got to get in the game too. Like, I really got to take the time, at least, 30 minutes a day or a couple hours a week, and really start to figure out how I can incorporate AI into my life. Because if you don't do it, you'll be like the person that is forced to do it when it's almost too late and it's too competitive 5 years from now. Like, get in the game early. So, um, when you get your website up in one day, you can start selling digital products and creating your digital products using AI, which I show you in my course. Literally, you could create one digital product in 30. I mean, really, you could essentially make it in like, I think you could realistically make a solid ebook in 30 minutes. Like a genuine one where you plugged in what you wanted it to talk about, you read through it, and it had all your major bullet points. Oh wow, oh my gosh, I didn't anticipate this channel turning into talking about AI here and there, but like, this is a self-development channel, and part of it is just integrating and realizing that, okay, you could be someone, you can be somebody that is going to like just try to fight it and be like against it, and then be behind, and then have to eventually do it. Or you can just say, okay, where can I jump in the game? Like, I think of like what is it? Double Dutch jump rope. And it's like, just get in. Just get in the game instead of trying to fight it. Like, for example, okay, this is another really great example. So Bitcoin. Coinbase is now in, I think it's either Bitcoin or Coinbase. Either way, crypto is now in the S&P 500. You can now trade Coinbase, and it's a cryptocurrency app where you buy and sell crypto. And before, it's like, it wasn't on the stock market, right? But now that it's on the stock market, the experts, the powers that be, are like basically putting a stamp on the fact that crypto is officially in the game. It's not speculation, it's not a scam anymore. Like that, yeah, there's still those things happening, but overall, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. So if you're not in the game a little bit, like, you're just going to get left behind. So even with me, all this stuff is super overwhelming. All this stuff is like kind of just like, man, I feel like there's just so much to learn. But I think where I'm finding able to kind of like be at ease with this is saying, okay, what can I actually, like, where's my role in this? Like, how can I benefit from this? I'm just an everyday woman like everybody else. How can I get in the game? So get in the game. Let me help you get in the game. I'm going to be dropping all my secrets. A lot of it will be for free, but some of it will be in course form. But I've done it. I have the receipts, and I want to help you. Like, I want to help you get out of your own way. I want to help you unlock your next level. I want to help you really fire your 9 to 5 if that's something that you care to do. And it's possible, because it can feel like it's impossible. It can feel like, well, there's all these influencers that talk about certain things, and there's these influencers that say this, and is it really the truth? And, can you really do that? And it's like, what I love about having this Embody Pursuit tribe is that you guys have been growing with me. You guys have been growing. I've been watching you guys grow on your channels. You've been watching me grow on my channel, and we have the receipts in this Embody Pursuit tribe. So look, unless someone comes across this, they're not going to get the tea. They're not going to get the inside scoop. They're not going to get, they're not going to get the inside scoop on actually partnering up with somebody. Because I feel like it's almost like a partnering up. Yeah, I'm like teaching you guys this, but I learned from you guys as well. It is what it is, guys. Like, I don't want to be like the people, some people were back in the day when they're like, I don't want anything to do with the internet, or I don't want anything to do with the cell phone. And now they have to have a cell phone. Now you have to have an app for pretty much everything. Like you almost, I mean, unless you literally go off the grid, like you go Amish style and you go completely off grid and you do everything like where there's like, you know, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 people living in a whole like miniature town community. And then everybody is operating on like the way that people operated 100 years ago, then this video isn't for you. And there's people that do that. It's actually very fascinating to see, because I guess they ran studies and these people are doing just fine. They have like the lowest rates of like autism. Like there's actually a lot of benefits to living completely off the grid. I think they do have cell phones, but it's not, they don't use them to the degree that we use them, and everybody's on the same page, right? Whereas when you live in LA, it's like you basically have to have an app just to walk down the street. You have to have an app to park your car. You have to have an app to get your Starbucks. Like you have to have an app. Like where was I the other day? Where was I? It was somewhere in West Hollywood, I believe. And for some reason I wanted it, like I had cash on me randomly for some reason. And I was like, oh, do you guys take cash? And they're like, no. like looked at me like laughed. They looked at me like I was a dinosaur. Almost like, yeah, we haven't had cash here for like 5 years. Like they didn't tell me that, but that was the energy. Like where have you been? Like we like cash. So you guys, it's not a joke. Like it's gonna get to the point where if you're living in like a somewhat of a metro, you know, a normal city, a medium-sized city, especially a metropolitan city, you're going to have to integrate, and AI is one of those things. And so instead of me fighting it or being like, no, I'm fine, or no, I got it, or what I'm doing is working, there's going to be people outpacing me, you know? So yeah, I talk about losing weight, self-development, but there's going to be somebody that has figured out how to integrate AI that is going to be like, you know what? I like Ciana, but like, I'm just not as interested in her stuff because she's kind of like not up with the times with AI. So, you know, that's what's going to be happening over here. I'm going to be teaching a lot about that. As I learn, I'm going to be sharing, and I hope you guys share back with me. So get down in the description, get down in the description. I want you to click the link for the course. I'm doing a flash sale just on launch day. So not only do you get a reduced price for being part of the community, and you get to use it on top of the reduced price. So you get like, just as a thank you for being a part of this community, you get basically you get to double dip. Okay. And you get access to me because you have the email is contact@embodypursuit.com, which I check every day. And if it's enough, if it's like several questions that are pretty much the same, I'll do a whole video on it and put it only inside of the course. So once you get the course, you're grandfathered in. You're completely grandfathered in. So as I add more things to the course, okay, you never have to repay for that. You get to get all that content for free after that point. So it's a really good deal. You'll be, if you want to just kind of switch up your energy a little bit and just really learn something new, go on YouTube and start listening to podcasts about AI, and listen to it from every angle. Cause like there's some podcasts that I'm like, oh, this is a little too technical for me, and I'm starting to kind of zone out. But the ones that really talk about how it's going to shift, you know, the economy and shift, you know, just like the way that it's going to actually, like what it actually looks like for it to shift society. I think those type of podcasts But like TikTok has integrated some AI features. And so I was learning from it, but it just was, I thought I was learning from TikTok, but I was actually learning from the AI inside of TikTok. So like you guys, we're already as integrated with AI, whether we really realize it or not, because all these companies are already using. So even for example, like I get my gas now on an app. I don't pull my card out anymore. I use the mobile app. Okay. I use the mobile app and I have my card information inside the mobile app, mobile Exxon, and whatever pump that I'm at, it can just tell what pump it could, like it has my location on, and then it's ready to fill up. I don't even have to pull out my card anymore. So I mean, there's AI integrated into the app, like the fact that it can locate where I'm at and things like that. So you guys, it's like it's getting to the point where we all gotta just jump in the pool. Like we just gotta hop in. So be on this journey with me. And I'll be able to read what you guys said in a second. I should be able to park in just a little bit here. But I'm excited kind of like now that I've decided to like really dive into AI and what it can really do for your life and how you can integrate it into your life and how it can enhance your life. And when I looked back, I was like, oh my gosh, I actually used AI to make money. And I've already told you guys how I use AI to use my prompts. Okay. It looks like we got some deletions. So yeah, guys, it's let's be on the journey together. Okay. Let's be on the journey together because we don't want to get left behind. So I'm going to teach you guys how I made $39,000. I've never said that a number before, but yeah, I've had a couple big months like that. And then there's been slow months, you know, too. But I've studied myself. And I've studied other creators in the last 2 to 3 years. And I'm like, okay, I get it now. I get it. So now I can teach it. But before I didn't really want to say certain numbers. So every time I'm like, oh, you guys make money online. You can make this amount. You can make this amount. You know, I never gave you what I was actually making because I just didn't want to. I wanted it to be a reason why I was telling you my numbers, right? Not to just tell you just to be like, yeah, look. I'm like, okay, I get it now. I get it. So now I can teach it. But before I didn't really want to say certain numbers. So every time I'm like, oh, you guys make money online. You can make this amount. You can make this amount. You know, I never gave you what I was actually making because I just didn't want to. I wanted it to be a reason why I was telling you my numbers, right? Not to just tell you just to be like, yeah, look at me, you know? Like I wanted it to have a purpose. All right. So any questions about the course that's going to be coming out on Friday? Again, make sure to get down in the description. Get my phone overheated, of course. So I'm going to try to, it might end up overheating again. So I'm going to pretty much get off pretty soon. But any questions before I go about what we've talked about? It's like, it's go time, guys. It's go time. So any questions about what we've talked about? Let's see, is there anyone still on? I'm going to park really soon here. So if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them about what I've been learning from AI, YouTube growth, fat loss advice, life coaching advice, you know, just in general about how to deal with different, you know, tactics on depression, anxiety, you know, all those things. I'm happy to give my opinion. I am a life coach. I'm a certified life coach, but I'm not a psychologist or a therapist. So if you're, you know, really feeling like you are at like your wit's end or you really need some serious help, you are going to want to make sure to get with a professional, like a therapist. But I've done a lot of coaching and, you know, so I'm happy to answer any questions. And I also read all of your guys' comments. So, you know, tap in with me. It's a comment question. I will do a whole live video on it. So just so you guys know that. What are some other things really quick before I park? What are some other things that I've come across in regard to AI? I'm trying to think. Like, there's just so much. There's just so much where I'm like, okay, I might need a whole, like, do a whole pivot with how I'm even doing my page, my channel. But I'm going to be incorporating AI into my content creation, like with my day. So see how one day I made 3,000 in one day, 3,200 in one day. I know it's showing backwards, unfortunately. 2,900, or is that 2,900? Yeah, 2,900, 1,800 in one day. And this is the first time I'm actually showing this because I'm like, I want to make this a teachable thing. I want to be able to teach you guys this because I've done it. And now that I've done it a few times, I'm like, okay, now I feel comfortable sharing the numbers because it's only with the purposes of helping you guys do this too. Let's be honest for a moment, okay? How many times have you looked at your bank account, felt that familiar knot of anxiety and thought there has to be another way? You see everyone else seemingly crushing it online, making passive income, building empires, all the things, right? And you're left feeling invisible, wondering why it's not happening to you. That frustration, that feeling of being stuck, knowing the internet holds so much potential, but feeling completely lost on how to actually turn it into money, right? I get it. I've been there. It's a heavy burden, isn't it? The endless searching, the conflicting advice, the fear that you're just not tech savvy enough, or that you've missed the boat. But what if I told you that missing the boat is actually a myth? You guys know because I have the receipts, and that the very tools you need to finally break through that financial ceiling are accessible more than ever. And they're not complicated once you know the system, which I show you in the course. We're talking about leveraging the incredible power of AI and simple online strategies to build a legitimate income stream, okay? You guys saw me do it. Hundreds, even thousands of dollars a month, and finally create the financial security you deserve. Stop letting the confusion keep you stuck. Stop letting the fear dictate your financial future. The only thing standing between you and unlocking your next level of income is you taking the first step. The time of struggling alone is over. Okay, partner with me. Your time is to thrive online right now. Don't let this opportunity pass you by because the price will go up. Click the link in the description. Get the Launch in a Day formula course. Let me know, okay? If you have any questions, it's time to invest in yourself.